She ain't like Sexy Red.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what y'all feel about me when I say this. I do not like Sexy Red. I don't care what y'all say. I don't like her.
Welcome back, YouTube. We are back with another episode 2 of the Epic Muffins podcast. I'm Dante.
I'm Stephanie.
And we are here going to be talking about 3 main topics like we did last time. Today's topic is going to be relationships, social media, and hip hop or rap. So let's go ahead into the first question. How do you feel about the current state of hip hop / rap?
Oh, it's devastating. Devastating. It's hardly any originality. I feel like a lot of people are digging a lot of digging back to old music that was popular back in the day and remixing it. Like it just seems so lazy to me. That's why I appreciate the artists that I do love, because they're original. It doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard before, and I love it at the same time. And I know that's something difficult to do, you know, because like almost everything has been done.
Yeah.
But like I believe it is still some up and coming artists probably out there that just hasn't hit mainstream, that has something that we haven't heard before. But my opinion of hip hop and rap right now, like I don't like it. It's literally like 3 or 4 artists that I listen to, and I listen to their old shit because they starting to like, I don't know if it's like they're people that's like, you know, well maybe you should do it like this, and you'll appeal to the younger crowd, and it's changing them, and it's making me not like their music. So yeah, I don't like it right now.
Same. I definitely second everything that you just said, in all honesty. Like, it's not really too many rappers that's out there that's just like, yeah, this is the new guy. This is the new up and coming person. And what's kind of sad is that there are a couple rappers that I really wanted to see blow, but like a couple of them did pass. Was Juice World, XXX Tentacion. It's actually sad that they went away, because they were a part of that crew of like, yeah, they're gonna be super big. They are and were super big at the time. It's just we didn't get to see their full pinnacle of what they could have been, because I feel like they were starting to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any of their music was bad or anything like that, but I definitely feel like it was hitting another level of pinnacle of music and stuff like that. But yeah, I definitely do not like the state of rap or hip hop right now. It is in shambles, complete shambles.
And you know what's bad is that I feel like this is the era of female rap. Like it's a lot of great female artists out there right now, but I hate how they're choosing to over sexualize the women instead of going off of their talent. Like, you don't have to. I mean, I love it. It's beautiful. I love that they, you know, not only talented but smart, sexy women. But at the same time, like, you don't have to focus so much on the sexy. Like, you can, you know, I like Megan. Like, I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh yeah.
I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Absolutely.
Who was another one that I really like right now? Glorilla.
Yeah,
I love her. I love
why.
her because she's just so hood and she's pretty. She ain't like Sexy Red. I don't give a damn what y'all feel about me when I say this. I do not like Sexy Red. I don't care what y'all say. I don't like her. I don't like her music. She can't rap, and she just like her whole image. And it's like, I was watching this TikTok, and a girl was right on the money with it. She was like, you're playing into what these people already think of black women. Like, you are supposed to be like, you out here,
right?
You're supposed to be representing black women, and now you being like the bad representation. I can't stand it.
Stereotypical version of us.
It's like, you can still, like, that's why I like Megan. She hood. She being sexy, but at the same time, she keeping it classy too, in a way. Like, same with Cardi B. Like, Cardi B, same way with me. Like, she just ain't like just raunchy hood.
Yeah.
You gotta peel that shit back sometimes, like,
to get it out of her type.
Yeah, because that shit ain't gonna be playing in everybody's house. Some parents gonna be like, turn that shit off. I don't like what she represent. I don't like how she dressed, you know. So it's a certain standard you should be setting.
Let's hop into the next question. Who are your top? Who is the top best 3 rappers of all time? Ooh. What is your top 3?
Definitely Wayne at the top of my list. He forever gonna be at the top of my list. Nobody is touching Wayne to this day. Nobody's touching him.
Facts.
Oh man, now it's a race with the next couple, because I go off of how their lyrical cadence and their intelligence when it comes to their rap. Like, and also, like, can you rap on beat? Like, is it something catchy? Like, you got to have that overall package. And the only people that I feel like, even though I'm not liking his current music, Drake is definitely at the top of my list. Even though what he's putting out recently, I don't care for. But his old shit, like I can't let it go. Like I would still listen to it to this day. So and same with the Wayne. If I could go back and I done heard this album a billion times and I could still listen to it and not be tired, you at the top of my list. So definitely Wayne, Drake. A one that's really slept on that I really like. Damn, what's his name? He made that song Mount Olympus. Now they want to hear a country nigga rap. 5 albums in, I swear this country nigga slap. Thought they wanted trap. Damn, I forgot his fucking name because he not out there like that. But he one of them. I love a country artist,
right?
Country rap, like. He definitely one of them. I can't think of his damn name right now, and that's sad. Like, that's sad. What's yours?
So I definitely agree. Number one is definitely Lil Wayne, but I'm gonna have to throw you for a doozy. I'm gonna have to give it to Tech Nine as my second one, and Drake as my third, because Tech Nine is so diverse, just like Lil Wayne and all his stuff. Like I see a difference between a rapper and a rap artist. A rapper is just gonna rap about whatever, gold chain, da da da, and all that bullshit. But a rap artist, they're gonna go outside of their typical genre. But yeah, like I was saying, the most rappers, they just rap and stuff like that. But rap artists, they will go out, do pop, electronic music, like even Drake did that. He had a whole album of like trying to make like dance music and stuff. It got really on. I actually haven't listened to it yet, but from what I was hearing, it was really bad. But I don't never take the word of mouth of everybody else, because a lot of people say like a really good movie is and I watch and I'm like, what are you even talking about?
It's all about perception. Like when they said Lil Wayne rock shit was terrible, I'm like, what?
Nah,
that's the world up and dropping on your head.
Yeah, I fuck with that. That's when I really started fucking with Wayne. I was already fucking with him, but that like solidified it. I'm like, okay. Definitely. Wayne is on a different level. He's not like everybody else. He's doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he is in his own lane, and literally no one can touch him in that lane too.
Roddy Ricch is another one for me. He at the top of my list. Yes, I love him. I love him. I can definitely play his albums. No skips.
He's a dick in real life though.
Probably. He looked like one. He looked like one. But I don't know. After the interviews I've seen of him, he don't seem like a dick. He probably just had some bad interactions with him, and then they went, "Oh, he a dick." Nah, you the dick. Like you probably caught him on a bad day, says some fucked up shit. You can't go off of one person's perception of that and take that and think that's how that person is overall. They probably caught him on a bad day.
Facts.
But the interviews I've seen, he's been very polite, like you know, and he's very private. So that probably bothers people when people are private like that.
Yeah. That's crazy though, cause like I only really know like the box, but I don't really listen to anything else from him, to be honest. My
God, you got to. I was playing the other day when I was doing my hair. I was playing a lot of his music. I love his music for real. Made me feel like I'm in the trap.
This is in the trap. We out here selling drugs, y'all.
I don't want to be in the trap. I want to feel like I am.
Even though that this doesn't have to do with rap. This is kind of like an off-topic question, but if you could go back in time and do one thing and it wouldn't affect your current, like present completely, what would it be?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, because
Agreed.
Everything definitely happens for a reason.
Yep.
If I feel like, if I disrupt one thing, I might not have my children. I might not, know the people that I know. I might not have the mindset that I have now. I might be definitely a city girl. If I didn't have the shit happen to me, I'd be out in the streets. Like, definitely kept me level-headed, got my mind straight. I know what I want in life, so I wouldn't change nothing. Even though, like, it's been some really bad situations, but, like, it doesn't... I wouldn't. I would definitely want that if I could, but I know that God did those things for a reason.
And I actually 100% agree everything you just said. Like, yeah, again, I would not change anything, even though there's a lot of bad things that's happening that I wouldn't want to go through again. But I am happy the fact that like I got out of it, I grew from it, I learned from it. Like, I hate to say it, but yeah, I wouldn't change anything, even though it's like a bunch of stuff that I don't like. I still wouldn't change it, because I would not be me. I would not be the person that I am today without those things happening to me. Regardless whether they were good or they were bad, it was just simply something that needed to happen to me for me to grow as a person.
And I think that's the fucked up thing to think about psychologically, because like some of those things in the past can haunt us today, as far as like how we treat people, how we think. Like, I definitely think it plays an effect in that, in our mental health. It definitely plays a fact in that. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you're gonna have them bad days. You know, you're gonna have to have that cry or mope around. I definitely believe in that. I don't care what nobody say. Like, you should have that moment of getting those emotions out, because when you bottle it, then you start to take it out on everybody around you. So it's like, yeah, like sometimes I do need my moments to mope and cry. It's not gonna last for long, but I need those moments to get those emotions out. But back to what we were saying, like, yeah, I feel like it's a bad thing psychologically, because like hell yeah, because I feel like some of that stuff is affecting how I think right now and how I feel right now. So if I got the option, be like, why wouldn't you, when this situation is why you're sad now? But at the same time, like, I'm like, it's a phase. Like, and I think it's good mentally to grow, to think about, like they say, let the past go, but sometimes I feel like pieces of the past you still should hold on to. Because like, it's gonna humble you in certain situations. You're gonna be like, hell no, like, when the last time I went through that shit, like, I was down bad. So you definitely should like take that in consideration. Don't ever like listen to people when they say just let it go. Like, you shouldn't harbor shit, but you should always have it in the back of your mind, those things, because it's gonna help you during the future.
Exactly. It's gonna teach you, basically. Like she said, it's gonna keep you humbled. Like, you go through enough shit, you know, you're gonna start remembering that, and like, damn, probably shouldn't go back doing what I was doing. So that is very true. So that whole let go is bull. I
feel like you shouldn't be like a dick though.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You shouldn't be a dick to certain people because, well, every girl hurt me. You shouldn't be that way. Or every man, you know, cheated on me. So you shouldn't go on thinking that every man gonna cheat on you. But what that lesson taught you is the type of person that you're dealing with. Like, just don't deal with that type of person, and notice those red flags when you see them. Like, address them and see how they react to them.
Now we're going to another question that's going to be still on the off topic. Who do you think is going to become our new president, and why?
Man, the dude with the microwave. The one with the microwave on his head. I don't know. I feel like Kamala, like, it's big ups to her, because she is definitely paving a way that I thought I would never see, because like, not only are they say that she ain't a black woman, but you're not a white woman. I don't give a damn. She ain't a white woman. Like, they say, well, she ain't black. Well, she ain't white. And then on top of that, like, she's a woman. Like, it's strange to believe that it hasn't even been that damn long since women have gotten our rights to be able to vote and have equal pay. So to be able to run for office is a big thing, and I think that all women should go out there and vote for this woman. I don't give a damn what she's not qualified. She's a woman, and she is definitely paving the way for all women. So maybe she's not the most qualified that y'all feel like, well, she's not the most qualified, but maybe there is a woman that's coming up that is more qualified, and she is paving the way. So that woman can step and be like, well, there has been a woman, and I'm going to show you why I'm a better woman. You know, making a way for the women. You know, I'm sorry, Trump. Like, no, you had your day in the sunshine. Let it go, okay? I feel like you're not even for the people at this point. Like, you got some business going on. And I'm a businesswoman. I'm all about, you know, pursuing business, but at the same time, like, this is very cultural for me, more than business, and that definitely trumps business for me. Like, we definitely need to pave the way for the future women, these little young ladies we raising. Like, we need to pave the way for them, and she is doing that. So I think we should definitely vote for her.
With that, I fuck with that. Personally, I think that Camilla will win. Like you were saying, because she's a woman, and people will literally vote for her because she's a woman and a darker skin tone woman. But I definitely felt like before Trump had it because of him getting shot, living through that.
You think he got up because of that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's crazy to me.
That, you know how many people got inspired by that? He got unbanned on everything after that. Literally, yes. Got unbanned on Facebook, Twitter. I don't know, I think Twitter, what was it, Instagram too? He basically got unbanned on all platforms after that.
I had the right reaction. Oh, poor baby. I had the right reaction for that. Cause come on, man, y'all finna completely alleviate everything that's been going on with this man just because somebody tried to shoot him. Like most people, I felt like people with common sense would see that as something he's had coming for a long time. Honestly, he's had that coming. Even though a life is still a life, and I don't wish that on nobody. But at the same time, you reap what you sow.
Right.
Like you've been doing a lot of and like you can't expect like people to be cool all the time. You got some nutcases out here that will blow your head off.
Oh yeah.
But like I'm thinking about like I'm just thinking like with a hood mentality. Like you know how many niggas out here that's getting shot up and killed and all that. That they not getting their props. Like they still looking at them like oh it's just another nigga that's dead in the street.
Yeah.
Like they praising this man for getting shot.
Right.
But they looking at black dudes like, well, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is with you, Trump.
Yeah.
I'm giving that same energy y'all get to these black men that's dying on these streets. I'm getting the same energy for Trump.
Which is crazy because there is a lot of black people that support Trump though.
I seen.
It's only because he sent out them checks.
Yeah, and I was on board with that at one point in time. Because
Yeah,
I was
no.
looking at the simple fact, like,
Yeah.
I wasn't, you know, I didn't have no issues with receiving government assistance. Like, I was having money rolling in. Like, I was straight financially while Trump was in office. And as soon as Biden got his old ass up in there, everything went bad.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or he had something to do with that shit, but nah. But I see why some black people like, man, we tired of suffering, we tired of struggling. Like, at least we wasn't struggling while Trump was. So I definitely understand that. They thinking about their family, their livelihood. So they thinking about, hey, I'm thinking about my pockets.
Right. Type shit. How I'm gonna pay bills and make sure I can support my family type shit. I get that.
Yeah.
I get
but
that.
But don't think that the black community gonna open you with open
Arms,
arms.
I'm
Welcome
God.
you with open arms for voting
God.
for this man. Like they definitely gonna be looking at you side eyed.
Speaking of another off-topic question, is a black-only college racist? This is one of the hot topics, though.
I don't think so. Well, in a sense, yes. I think over time they changed because people started getting on them about that. Like, I did like how Clark Atlanta is, like how that is like a historically black college. Like, we needed those colleges.
Yeah, back then. Hell,
Like y'all trying to shit on the fact that these white colleges was not accepting black people, highly qualified, educated, smart ass black people. Y'all wasn't accepting them because they black. So now they went and they built a college where they could learn and further their career. Now y'all saying, well, you know, we need white people in there. Cool, I get that. But don't try to say that they racist when they built this because we didn't get accepted at one point in time. Like, don't shit on that.
And I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, back in the day, it made complete sense. We didn't have access to certain things. You know, we needed to have an only black school because, you know, it's so dangerous being in school, just being a black person, just in general. So, yeah, I definitely agree. But, like, in current times, it definitely feels a little racist to me because I've seen videos of these girls going off on this white girl saying like, "Oh, this is a black-owned school.
See,
Get
I don't
your
agree
white
with
stuff
that.
out of here." Yeah,
I don't agree with that. I feel like times have changed, so we should be letting like it should have never been there in the first place. To be honest,
Exactly,
I
yeah.
feel like it should have been set up to where we got a college for black students, but all cultures are welcome.
Accepted,
But
yep.
we are going to make sure these black kids get in because y'all are able to get into these other schools. But you're more than welcome to come if you want to come. Just know you're going to be surrounded by niggas. Just know this. You better be comfortable with black people if you come to this school. But I
Right.
never reject them. And if that is going on where they're like rejecting other races, like y'all are the pot calling the kettle black at this point. Like, how would y'all feel if y'all went to these, you know, if you went to
Predominantly white
Cambridge and
schools.
shit like that and they judged you and they tried to kick you out and then the students berating you, telling you don't belong here? Like, how would you feel if you was in that situation? Like, no matter the skin color, you still got feelings. You still have rights. So if they doing that, yeah, I don't agree with that. I
'Cause
don't.
It's just another form of racism. It's just keeping the cycle going. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to break that shit.
Switching the board.
But all right, we're going to go ahead and jump into our second topic of today. It is going to be about social media. So do you think that social media brainwashed the newer generation?
Oh, definitely. They're giving a false image of who you should be, especially for self-esteem self-esteem reasons. Like they feel like, oh, you gotta have big titties, big booty, and a small waist to be fine. You know, you gotta have extensions. You gotta wear makeup all the time. Even though I got extensions and makeup in right now, but
Call yourself out.
he know majority of the time I don't even wear makeup. I'm just doing this for the camera. But, like, I don't, because it's an effort. I feel like
Right.
it's a fucking effort to be cute. Like
Right.
I feel comfortable being myself, and I feel like they're pushing that on them. Like they're making them feel like you're not pretty, you're not fine if you're not this way. And I like that they're taking notice of that. They're trying to make it known that, like, hey, you know, you don't have to go under the knife to be fine. Like majority of the time when I talk to men, not even like on a, you know, trying to get with them situation, but just having a conversation with them, most of them say they like their woman natural. They don't like them fake booties. They don't like fake titties. They prefer natural, soft woman.
Yup.
And so it's like, I feel like it's these women that's
Really?
pushing it on them. Yeah. Because, what is it, Samoa? I remember a stand-up she did, and I never forget this stand-up. And she was like, it could be a woman that's fine from head to toe. And walk up to her and be like, nah, that toenail polish chip, she ain't all that. Like, it be the women that be coming down hard on these women. Like, the men don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if your hair be f***ed up, if you got a little pudge, if you got a flat booty. Like,
We all in there.
Man, they all in it. It's somebody who wants your type of candy.
Yep.
You better believe it.
Yep.
Don't think that. So, yeah, social media is definitely playing a big part in that. Even with finances and how you living, like they think that lifestyle is they think it's perfect, and then it's like you don't know what these people doing to live this lifestyle. You don't know what they sacrificing.
Yep.
Like you should definitely get it the right way, 100%. Don't be out here trying to scam and try to take the easy way out, because that's how they're gonna find a way to get you and bring your whole empire down. Like build that shit, get that shit out the mud and build it up.
That's actually true. So I want to go back on what you were saying. So don't be envious of what someone has, whether that's a person or success, because you don't know what they're sacrificing to keep what they have.
Yes.
Whether this is a person or a business, you don't know what they're going through to keep what they have. And I definitely agree with everything you said. Social media has brainwashed a good bit of the younger generation to believe like, oh, like you were saying, you have to be really skinny with a big boob and big butt and stuff like that just to be appealing and stuff like that. And in reality, us men, we love natural women, a natural looking woman and stuff like that. But social media has twisted it in so many knots that we all, not all of us, but most people believe that like, oh, you're not a baddie if you don't have this many followers with looking like this on your Instagram. Where's your Bugatti? Where's your Venti purse and shit like that, you know? So it has done a big number on us. And I feel like the problem is too, is internet. Like back in the day, like we were kind of on the internet, but we were more outside than anything. Like
Yeah, honestly, I love being outside.
Oh, God.
That was a punishment, not being able to go
Oh,
outside.
God.
Take
Oh,
that
God.
phone. I don't give a that
Right.
TV. By the time I come
Right.
here, I'm going to sleep anyway.
Yep.
Like we didn't give a damn about that. But I think it's the community that plays a part in it. So just like how they do, like when they was boycotting Gucci, like, and they was like, don't buy Gucci. They burning all the Gucci and shit like that. Like, do the same thing with, don't burn these. But I'm saying like,
Right.
don't egg them on. You know, like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, cause it's probably some guys out there that do like that. They like a big fake booty and big titties.
Oh, yeah,
and they gonna be in the
preference.
comments like, hell yeah, but never try to downplay like a natural woman. Like we should all be uplifting those plastic bitches and the natural ones.
Them plastic bitches and the natural.
We need to be uplifting both of them.
The Barbie dolls and the real people.
Uplift both. Don't put down one another.
All right, let's jump into this next question. What should we do as a society to help us grow?
Ooh, definitely try to bring more peace, you know, and uplift each other. It's especially with the black community, it's always trying to one up each other, trying to situation, you know, like you don't want to be giving everybody the sauce because you feel like why not give them the sauce?
Right.
Like, you can give them the sauce, but it may not taste the same. Like,
right,
they're going to have
right.
a totally different hustle with the sauce you gave them. They might find a new wave with it. And then with you giving them the sauce, that's a whole nother business venture that you can get into. Like, they always feel like, oh, this is mine. I don't want to share it. Like, I'm
Right.
doing good with it, so I ain't finna let nobody in. Like, you just have to have boundaries with how much information you let them know. But definitely, like, if you see somebody who's trying, like, at least give them the opportunity to come in and work with you. Don't be selfish. You know, what's that saying? They was like, you can't receive nothing with a closed fist. So if you sitting there
Facts.
trying to hold on to shit, like, you ain't gonna be able to get nothing new. And then your gonna be played out and old. Like, you should definitely be more open. But yeah, being open to doing business with different people and uplifting each other and giving back to the community more. Definitely, like, helping. Like, I always say that we must protect these children and their growth, because eventually they're going to be the ones running the world.
Exactly.
And we want them to have a good perception on life and how they should treat people. So definitely giving back to the community and helping those homes of those struggling families will help with the upbringing of these children. So that way that progressively our world will get better.
Now, I would probably say, like, if we want to grow a society, I would say that we would need to come to a point where we can agree on one thing. Like, the issue is that we are so different as people, and that's what causes a lot of the conflict. But if we can sit down and say that we agree on this one thing, like, when somebody agrees with you on such topic, y'all bond together, y'all have a better connection and stuff like that, because whenever that set subject is brought up, you guys can go in on it, you guys are bouncing off of each other and stuff like that. So I feel like if we want to start making that step towards growing as a society, we have to first sit down. What do we even agree on? What is okay? What is not okay? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing. These people are never going to agree, never. And I wish that, because that would definitely help, you know, being able to finally either agree or to disagree or just come to some kind of agreement. But they're not going to do that. Like, people are so full of themselves and have so much ego that they feel like, oh, ain't gonna tell me what I should think. You know, they're very closed-minded in certain situations. They don't even be wanting to hear it. So unfortunately, I don't feel like that should have ever happened.
Oh yeah.
That should have never happened.
Oh, yeah.
People agreeing on one thing, because that's just like how people feel about that Neapolitan ice cream. Like, some people say the chocolate the best, or the
Yes.
vanilla, or the strawberry. Like, they never. And then you try to convince somebody who likes strawberry, nah, the chocolate the best. I don't give a fuck what you feel like. Strawberry, it could be all chocolate.
The chocolate
Like,
gang over here.
You're not gonna agree. They not gonna agree, because that person that likes strawberry, like, I don't give a fuck what you say. Strawberry gonna hit. It's gonna hit every time. So
Right.
they never gonna agree. It's all about, like, people having the right to have their own free will and their own mind to like what they like. So they never gonna.
Which is true, because we're seeing it to this day and stuff like that. So yeah, which is very true. I was just saying, like, if we want to start making that step, that would be somewhat of the first step to getting to that path. Like, we can all agree being homeless is bad, you know what I'm saying? And let's start focusing on that and stuff like that. So it's sad that we can't all agree on one fucking thing. Like, it could be music out there that could have won a Grammy, but there's people out there that absolutely hate that song. So
But you know what it is having like-minded people in that position of power. Like, it's terrible that we have Democrats and Republicans, because these people think totally different.
Right.
And y'all are putting these people in a room together and just letting them fight all the time. That's all they do, fight all the time, because they're never going to agree, because you got one group of like-minded and another group like-minded. Have one group of people that thinks alike to make decisions. That's it. Like, stop dividing that shit. No more Democrats, no Republicans. I know I sound like a fucking liberal right now, but it's true. Like, having like-minded people, they gonna agree more than having, like, black and white trying to put shit together. It's never gonna work. Have like-minded people making big decisions.
that is all right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into our next topic. Our next topic is religion. Now, the question is, should religion be involved in lawmaking?
Definitely. When I was watching this documentary, and it was speaking on that and how the law originated based off of the Bible and
Ten Commandments.
yeah, it was based off of that.
Yeah.
And they kind of just started twisting it and becoming more devious with it and money hungry with it, and they was making it more for them and less for us. Like, but initially it wasn't built on black, white. Well, it probably was around that time, but I don't think that. Well, yeah, because they had slaves around that time, so of course they didn't want black people, but they probably was just looking at their little community and like thinking like, okay, well we're going based off of religion, and they kind of lost their way with that. Like now it's strictly politics, no religion. I feel like if they even dealing with wars, dealing with everything that's going on right now, if you think of how would I know people have different religions or who they praise or whatever, but I believe in God. And I look at situations like, what would God do in this situation? What would Jesus do in this situation? Like, sometimes you just got to let shit go and turn the other cheek. And you always have a beautiful outcome when you do that. It always plays in your favor. I don't give a damn what the situation is. Like, if you be like, you know what, you can have that shit. And I still love you. I'll still be there for you. I don't like what the fuck you did, but I'm still there for you. Like, if people thought like that, it would be less going on. But because people hold on to shit and just want vengeance and like, no, like that, we got to show we the top.
Right.
We the king. Nah, we got a king. He up there.
Right.
Like, nobody on this earth is gonna match him. Nobody on this earth gonna match him. So if y'all start thinking like that, like, let me turn the other cheek. Let me try to go out my way and do something and not look for something in return. Like, do something out the kindness of my heart. Like, it would definitely make the world a more beautiful place. And putting that in politics will definitely help it. Like, they will be more focused on helping the needy, like we was talking about today, putting millions of dollars into a political campaign when you could have put that millions of dollars into these communities. These people are hurting, they're starving, they're going through it, and y'all just put $1 million into marketing. It breaks my heart. If y'all was thinking with that Jesus mentality, I'm not finna use this shit to push this bitch in the office, I'm finna use this to help the community. If she did that, if she took that money and instead of putting it into pushing herself and marketing that shit, was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this million and I'm finna go out to these communities and I'm finna fill this many households full of groceries. I'm gonna make sure these people rent get paid. I'm gonna make sure these light bills get paid off. You know how many people gonna vote for her?
Hell,
because she's gonna be for the community. But it's looking like you just it makes me not even want to vote.
That's very true.
Boy.
No, I definitely agree with everything you were saying. I do feel like lawmaking should have something to do like with religion and stuff like that. Now, reason why I say that is simply because there isn't any religion out there that's teaching you to do something evil. It's not any practice that's of religion that's out there that, you know, that's legit. You know, I know people can make up their own religion and stuff like that. The spaghetti one, you know. So,
if you praising the devil, I ain't for that.
But like for the most part, there aren't any religions that's out there that's teaching you to do evil. So I feel like, yeah, it should have a big part in how we go out through our daily lives, to be honest. And you pretty much just hit every point that I was going to say anyway, to be honest.
Well, I don't take it over.
No, you good. It's perfect. It's perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our next one. Do you think that science and religion can ever cooperate?
Ooh, I feel like we are right on the cusp of that because that has been a big debate because we're going back to how the world was even created. You got, you know, people that's thinking scientifically like, oh, it was the Big Bang, and then people thinking like, well, God created the earth. You got to think, okay, well, what caused the Big Bang? What caused that? Dealing with the Big Bang, like it trickles down to you don't know what popped everything off, and I feel like it was God. God could have created the Big Bang,
right?
And I feel like too when I was watching that documentary about people going to another realm when they go under anesthesia, and how the guy did the brainwave. He was watching the brainwaves to see exactly like where he could pinpoint. He actually pinpointed like a part of the a nerve in the brain that could be the soul, because they say like when you go under anesthesia that you don't be sleep, but you don't be conscious, like your conscious goes somewhere else. And they say like after the brain dies, like it takes like 5 minutes for the brain to die after it doesn't get oxygen, and then like, but that part of that nerve is still there for at least 3 more minutes. And then people talk about, like in the documentary too, they were saying how people had like what they call it, out of body experiences, where they could literally see. They say like they can look down and see themselves laying down in a room, and they can move around, and then they feel like they getting sucked back into their body, and then they wake up. These are like multiple occurrences. This isn't something that just happened to a few little nutcases. Like it is studies that's being happening. That's happening about these out of body experiences. So I really feel like that's a part of the soul, because it's an actual energy. Well, that's basically what they're getting into. So there is definitely getting tied together, and you got a lot of like stickler scientists that's really atheists that don't believe in God, and they're like, no, everything is down to a scientific measure. But I feel like it's just like leaves, and they look at it like, well, it's photosynthesis, it's down to the scientific measure how it works. Well, I feel like that is God. That is a miracle, because you can't explain what popped that off. Like you could just say, well, there it is, that's how it happened. But why does it happen? How did it initially happen?
I agree. So I feel like religion and science literally coincide with each other. They're literally the same thing. Science is just the explanation of how things work. But the spiritual side, when you have God, is just, you label as God because God is doing everything. So I don't really, to me personally, I don't see a difference between the two, because God said that he is the all-knowing being and stuff like that. If you have all knowledge of all things, you can do anything. You can make the Big Bang happen. You know what causes a Big Bang to happen, and you know how to move molecules and all this and this stuff to make that happen. I mean, what's to say?
I said that before to you. I was like, what if God just looking down like, he'll never figure it out.
Right.
He'll never figure it out.
Right. And which is so sad that like we keep dividing the two, because science is just an explanation of what's going on. It's not going to take away from what God is and what he does. It's just explaining how and why it happens. I don't see the difference, to be honest.
And you said that, and you pointed that out to me when you said it's a Big Bang theory. It's nothing that's been exactly explained and proven. Like, it's just a theory. So this is something that we're just thinking, but people taking it as pure knowledge.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is facts. Like, no, it's not facts. It's called a theory. Because it's a theory. It's nothing that's been proven.
And that's a big fact, because I was saying that earlier, how we'll keep calling it the Big Bang, and I'm like, no, you need to call it for what it is. It's called the Big Bang theory. It is a theory of something that someone thinks that happens. Now, they can do things that recreates the Big Bang and stuff like that, which is the super collider that they have. They're taking like 2 photons, spin them in.
I've seen that. I'm like, y'all gonna create a black hole, y'all nutcases. Leave it alone. Just be okay with what you got. Nah, they try to figure that shit out. I don't know why. Because y'all could really put that money into building a ship to find another Earth. Because I would move there. I'd be on the first ship going, yes, come on, baby. We're going to go to New Earth, Earth number 2. I'm there.
No, I feel like when you get to a certain point into science, religion is going to come up. Because it's going to be points where it's like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. This literally goes against everything that we've known, we've learned, and how we go about our daily lives. This doesn't, coincide with that, but it is still happening. So I feel like also too, another point is that some of the world's best scientists, smartest scientists out there were religious people. Like, what was his name? Albert Einstein. I think he was Jewish.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. And now you say that, he looks very Jewish. And then, like, you can't even, because even he has proven his own self wrong. And he ate it. He was like, you know what, I was wrong. Like, we don't fucking know everything for as long as everybody thought the world was flat. And that just sounds stupid as hell. Because when they was like, oh, you got to go to the end of the earth. Did you go there?
Right.
Was it the end, or was it a fucking waterfall you died?
And that's actually a valid point, because you got to think, back in the day, the world's smartest people in that time all thought that. They all thought that the earth was flat. Every last smart person. That was science back then.
And now they still trying to say that, well, the earth is flat.
Flat. Oh my God.
Well, the trip to the moon was fake.
Why? What would they get out of it?
Why? Why?
And what kind of gets me, I don't mean to go off on another rant because they trigger me so much, but like, why is it the Earth is flat, but every other planet that's out there is round?
We the only
flat thing, this flat little disc that's out here, but
going around the sun, this flat disc, everything else circular.
Lord.
Maybe that's why we can inhabit these dumb motherfuckers. They can't inhabit shit because they round. Stupid as hell. That do make a lot of sense. Everybody else round, but we flat.
We the only thing that's
we
flat.
A rectangle shaped.
All right. Okay. So this kind of coincides with the next topic, which we're gonna get into. Will dating a person with a different religion make or break a relationship?
I think it depends on how far deep you are into your religion, how important your faith is. You know, I feel like it's levels to your faith. So if it's like, some people are like, no, if she not Muslim, I'm not fucking around. Like, she got to be Muslim too. I'm not having no kids with her. I'm not marrying her if she's not Muslim, which I completely understand. Like, let that be it. Like, just be like, well, fuck it, I'm not converting for you. Like, like go find you a Muslim woman. Shit. So I feel like it just depends on your level of your faith. I wouldn't care about your faith. Like, I'm gonna let you praise who you want to praise. Just don't say shit about what I do.
Right.
I ain't gonna say nothing about you praying. Don't say nothing about how I pray.
Right. No, I agree with that, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like low key it can fight a relationship having two different religious aspects on life, because y'all argue about certain shit because of the religion, you know what I'm saying? And that can causes a whole lot of bullshit. Like, if y'all not on the same page when it comes to certain religions or religion in general, it can cause a lot of problems. Like, let's say if you had a Christian man and an atheist woman, you know, he's gonna have more Christian values.
I could never say that. You gonna constantly be arguing because I feel like atheists always look at Christian people like we stupid as. Why would you? That's just stupid. Like, they really do be looking down on folks.
Right,
like,
but you know, they believe that the universe came from a poof. So who's really crazy? Who's really crazy? You believe that the world came from a poof.
I feel like the only time like it's gonna get crucial is when it comes down to having children and in which religion you want the children to be raised in. I think that's the only time it's like, ooh, okay. I feel like that's the only time like it would matter to me when it came down to raising the children.
And I agree with that. Because that's going to be the whole core of like your relationship, you know. What are we doing with the children? How are we going to raise them and how you teach them and stuff like that? What they should and shouldn't do. And a lot of those morals are based off of religion, or if you're not religious, you know. So
some of it X each other out, because Buddhists, they believe in multiple gods, don't they? Is it Buddhist? Who is it that believe in multiple gods?
Hinduism.
Hindu. Ooh. So like,
ooh, damn,
because if you're a Christian, you know you're not supposed to be praising more than one God. You're supposed to be praising the one and only. You praising like a 4-legged, 6-legged elephant. Like, sorry, I don't mean to offend, but I just don't know shit about religion. Sorry, crucify me if you want to.
Crucify me if you want to.
I just don't know. I'm ignorant when it comes to Hinduism, but I know that it's like very different, and it's not like Christianity. So like that's something I couldn't date somebody who was like that, because like I believe in one God. I couldn't do that. I feel like I'd be disrespecting God.
Same. There's actually a sin in Islam to be dating a pagan. Like, for the most part, it was saying that, you know, as long as, like, you know, they don't believe in God, or really more of the line that was being said more than anything is paganism. Like, any woman that is a pagan, I cannot with her in that like relationship type of way. In which personally, there are some pagan girls I know, but I know that we wouldn't click on an actual relationship type level. So I definitely see his point on why not to on that. Not only because, you know, it's disrespectful and stuff like that. Y'all will have different views on what it is that you're doing and how you carrying out your life.
Because I don't feel bad when I cut the grass. I don't feel bad about that.
I don't feel bad about that. grass.
And then like I told you about the lady whose parents, they was, I forgot what she said. I think one of them was he converted. She converted. I think he converted to be with her, and she was Muslim. It was some situation. And you was like, ooh. I forgot what I told you about it, but it turns out
it was a Christian man. No. It was a Muslim man who converted to be Christian after already being Muslim.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
You know that both of them had children die on both sides. Both of them had children die.
Kyle wasn't playing. You're not playing.
And I was like, when she was telling me about her family, like literally right now, because both of the parents are dead, and they had 2 children die apiece. Because they had relationships before they got together. The relationships they had with those other people, those children died. And then they died. So right now it's only her and her brother. And when she was telling me it, I was thinking about you. I was like, I really hope. Because that is messed up. He ain't playing.
You do not play about that.
That's rough.
All right. Let's see. Pretty much covered so much already. Okay. Does feelings triumph logic in a relationship?
I guess it just depends. I mean, like, I feel like if you go out there, I'm just going to speak in a general sense. If you go out there and y'all have necessities that need done in the house, and you decide, fuck it, I'm finna go buy me a $300 outfit because it's gonna make me feel great, but you don't got shit in the refrigerator, light bill do, like, and then you thinking like, well, it makes me feel good, it's gonna make me feel better, it's gonna make the relationship better. Like, no.
It's not.
It's not being an adult. Like, I feel like when it comes to situations like that, like, yes, definitely logic trumps feelings. Like, I know it's bad right now, I'm gonna comfort you, but we gonna get these bills paid. And later on down the line, I'll get you whatever outfit you want, but right now we got responsibilities that we need to take care of. So I feel like when it comes to the finances, that's when logic trumps
everything.
Feelings.
Yeah, it trumps all of it.
I feel like any other situation, feeling trumps logic, because like you should be wanting to appease the person that you care that you're with. You should want them to be happy. So sometimes that causes sacrifice of what you want.
Exactly.
That's true love. Like, oh, I'm a sacrifice because I love this person. So yeah, but when it comes to finances, hell yeah. How you feel.
Yeah, that is a fact. So that I was gonna say, like, at first, like, I kind of feel like, feelings kind of do triumph over logic sometimes, but like, yeah, like you were saying, the aspect of like bills, like real world that's going on, yes, we need to be as logical as possible. Fuck what you got going on, how you feeling right now, we need to pay this, so but again, like you were saying too, like when it comes to all the other aspects of a relationship, feelings should triumph over logic. You may not agree with how she likes to eat certain things and stuff like that, and you may not like it, but it makes her feel good. She likes the way it tastes or whatever it is, and you come in between with the situation when it comes to situations like that. So,
ooh, don't tell me what to eat.
Don't you eat that, you nasty bitch.
I'm gonna be nasty. I'm gonna be nasty, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna enjoy it. If you don't like it, don't be with me.
Right.
That's how. Don't come between me and my food now.
All right. Should you ask a friend for advice about your relationship?
I used to, but now no. Absolutely not, no. I will no longer, for the rest of my life, tell my friends anything dealing with my relationship. I will definitely be the one that you come to.
That's
but
right.
I'm not telling you shit about what's going on. Like, if I got a problem with my man, it should be handled with my man and with my man only, not my mother, not my nobody. Because, like, that definitely causes issues, especially if you ragging on this person and you go back to this person. Like, they gonna have some type of resentment, and it's gonna be some awkwardness when y'all be around them. Like, they're gonna be looking like, damn, like, bitch, I know what you really like. Like,
that's right. But unclosed doors.
Yeah. So I'd rather just I learned my lesson with that. Just keep it between me and my man. And if I just can't take it no more and we tried to resolve it and I told him how I feel and I'm getting no change, I'll just break up and then I'll tell all the business.
Yeah. So I'm kind of more on the fence about it. I feel like you were saying, for the most part, you keep it between you and that person because that is where the problem is. But I do feel like sometimes it's okay to talk to your friends about it because they may see a side that you're not seeing because you're so in the relationship, in your feelings about whatever it is, you're not seeing it from a whole different perspective or their perspective. You know what I'm saying? And you may have a friend that can be like, well, how does she feel about it and how does she react to it and stuff like that, and they can make you realize like, oh shit, I was the one who fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So
You said it, yeah. I could see, but it would have to be like, I'm not finna ask this bitch that never got no man, no fucking relationship advice.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna ask one of my good girlfriends that's been married for 15 years. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna ask her take on it. What should I do? So, yes, because I feel like, too, she understands that this stays between us because we know how messy it can get with our man if we let it. So, it's just gonna be between me and you. You got this long that can never keep a man trying to tell you, oh yeah, leave that
Yeah,
nigga so she
yep.
can be out in the streets with you.
Yep.
Like, no, I
Yep.
think you just need to determine like which friend you're telling that to. So yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, you're right. But
all
still,
right. I don't know, but I agree with you though. Like, it definitely should be for like especially serious problems. It should be between y'all two because that is where the problem is. But like little things where y'all having little arguments and stuff like that.
oh yeah, like he don't want to get a dog, but I want to get a dog for the kids. Like, what you think I should do? Like simple
Like that. That is fine. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hop into the next question. Should the guy always pay for the first date?
Yes. If you want to get a call back, yes. I feel like I'm kind of traditional when it comes to situations like that. I feel like you're just being a gentleman. I feel like you being kind of a scrub if your ass sitting there expecting her to pay. I believe in going Dutch, especially when you're in a relationship. Like, I'm not going to expect you, if we're dating, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, of course we're going to go Dutch sometimes. Sometimes I pay for lunch. Sometimes I pay for dinner. I'm not going to always put it on you. But, like, when we first meeting, like, yeah, because, like, you need to show her, like, yeah, I'm that nigga. Like, you
I
need
get
to-
that.
it would definitely make her feel better. Like, I done been in a situation where a dude was like, he left his wallet at home and I bought a meal for myself and myself only.
Yeah.
So,
It has.
like, nah, you tried it. But,
You tried it. It has.
but yeah, like, I definitely feel like a dude should pay on the first date.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like we should. Like, I feel like you taking the initiative to wanting to pay for it is a sexy thing because now I know I don't have to take care of you. Like, you are already a boss ass bitch. You can pay for your own meal, or even if you need to, you can pay for the whole meal. Like, I feel like that's some boss bitch shit.
But I feel like this ain't the only meal I'm eating today. So, like, you paying for one of my meals. I'm finna pay for all the rest of them.
Yeah,
like,
but-
I ain't depending on you, but you want to draw some of my attention, like, at least, like, pay for the first meal.
Yeah, but at the same time, what if it didn't work and I just spent money on you? I just gave you a free meal. Like, I don't get nothing out of that. I just lost some money, you know?
You got a meal, too? You
Hey,
ain't
shit.
eating all?
But I had to pay for both of them. I ain't eat off your plate.
Well,
Shit.
From this point on, you take her meal back. She
Yeah,
put that
yeah.
shit on a to-go plate. You grab that shit out of her hand and walk.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I definitely feel like whoever initiated the date, like,
Okay, I can get
if
that.
you was like, hey, I want to take you out, da 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 da, then yeah, you should be the one that pays for it. But if she mentions something like, man, I want to go this, that, and the third, and you're like, well, why don't we go together and that, and the third? Like, I feel like, yeah, y'all should probably come together for when it comes to paying for things because y'all a group, y'all together with it, and that will, I feel like, make the relationship even more beautiful because it'd be like, damn, if you ain't got it, I got it, babe. You know what I'm saying? And when I ain't got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it's definitely like that with me down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess because I'm just spoiled. Like,
Say, give me everything.
I'm not finna be paying for the first date. Like, when we start dating, like, yeah, like, I even, you don't even have to ask for it. I'll be like, oh, my baby like this. I'll go ahead and buy it because I know he love it. Like, I'll do that. But, like, when we first started talking, like,
I get that.
But I do agree with
So,
you because I'd never be the one to initiate the date. Like it's always
Right,
them.
right.
Like I want to take you out.
Right,
So
type
I'm not
shit.
gonna reach in my wallet for
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Because you the one that said that you wanted to take me.
Me out, exactly.
I ain't
You gonna
never
pay
asked
for
no
this.
dude on a date, so that's probably why I can't relate.
I get that. But I ain't gonna lie, like I was saying, it to me as a man, like I think that shit is so sexy for the fact that you're wanting to cover it. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you're willing to take that initiative, be like, nah, I got it, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, give me it on the next one. I'm with you all the way. I'm automatically going on the next day. Hell yeah, I'm looking up something right now.
You know what I think? She gonna be doing the fucking. You gonna be riding her.
Hey, look. Nigga get tired of doing all the work. Hey, look, as men, we get tired of putting in all the work. Sometimes we like to get, and not in a weird way, but you get what I'm saying. Like, sometimes we like the work put on us. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be a man. And I'm just saying, I like somebody to put it on me.
I agree with that, but damn.
And I'm just saying, I want a motherfucker to put it on me, goddamn. I know I'm gonna put in the work.
I'm not finna turn my nigga.
I get that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. This was our second episode, but don't forget to smash that like and follow button. That helps us out so much. If you want to comment on some of the questions or how you feel about in the whatever it is that we asked, don't forget to say that right there down below. Right there. You see that? You know what I'm saying?
Put on that Denzel.
Right there. But I'll see you guys next time for another episode of the Epic Muffins Podcast. Peace.